Hi friends! Welcome back to my channel. This is Lightseers Tarot, and in today's pick a card reading we are going to be looking at a new connection entering your life, whether it is romantic or friendly, or whether it's friends that turn romantic. There really are no rules. I will focus more on the romance, so if you're looking in terms of friends, I would just ignore the romantic parts. I know I said the next time I uploaded I would be back home, but I'm a liar and I wanted to film this reading. Spirit was really calling me to do that. So we have 3 piles today. We have pile 1 with the Wild Unknown Tarot and this cute little shell. We have pile 2 with the Lightseers Tarot and this cute little shell. I love this one. And we have pile 3 with the Rider-Waite Tarot and this cute little shell. So go ahead and pause the video if you need to decide which pile or cute little shell you feel most drawn to, and then you can go ahead and scroll down to the description box to find your pile and we will get into your reading. Hi there, pile 1. If you guys chose cute little shell number 1, this is going to be your reading and this is the new connection coming into your life. Now, a quick disclaimer. If you say, this person sounds like me, you can have similarities to people, and it's quite possible somebody that is coming into your life is meant to be in your life for a reason, and maybe you're going through similar things, maybe you will bond over that, we will see. But to start, your person, all of these cards are representing your person in their energy, so I'm not trying to tap into you, I'm specifically trying to tap into them. So your person is being represented by the shark and the dolphin. So highly likely they could be a water sign or have water placements. I definitely think that you both are going to connect on an emotional level. And I definitely think that this person has 2 sides to them. And the biggest thing that I'm getting is that the shark is more their exterior. They have a really tough exterior and almost kind of like a poker face, but they have this really ooey gooey soft inside. They're very emotionally intelligent. They're very kind once you can break through that kind of barrier and exterior. And the energy that I'm getting is they do have walls up, but we're going to kind of get into their history and what they've been going through when you meet them. I did also want to mention this could be somebody that you've recently met. I just really did not want to channel deep spiritual connections that have been established for a long time. Oh my goodness, I see a deer outside. Hi, Mr. Deer. So maybe if deer are significant to you, I'm seeing it's a doe, to be specific, but I am seeing a deer outside. Anyway, sorry about that. So they are also being represented by number 48, Puppet, and number 76, Death of the Deceitful. So I actually think you could have a lot of similarities with this person. The other energies that I'm getting about them are the first chakra, Archangel Michael, and financial constraints in reverse. And then we also finally have West ending and blockage, obstacle. So this person is going to be kind of going through it when you meet them. The biggest thing that I'm sensing is that they are coming out of a relationship or have been healing from a relationship that was really toxic and really harmful to them. With this West and this ending, I think this person thought they were going to be with this person for a really long time. And I think they came to a realization that the person that they were with was very deceitful and manipulative and was taking advantage of their good and kind nature. So I think that this person honestly has been going through a bit of a healing journey themselves, and I think that if you are somebody pretty emotionally intuitive, I think you will pick up on the fact that their tough exterior is more of a facade than anything. One thing that I'm getting is that maybe this person is really financially well off, and so this past person might have tried to use them for that. But another energy that I'm getting is that they might not want you to know. They could have financial issues, but they are not going to want you to know that. I feel like they are going to try to maybe impress you and shower you with gifts, or just want to be the one to pay for things and things of that nature. It's kind of like this energy of, especially if this last person that they were with, I'm honestly hearing like gold digger, they will still approach you with the mindset of, oh, if I want pile one to like me, I need to, you know, shower them with gifts or impress them or show them that I'm willing to spend money on them. But I do think that you are going to notice right away that there is a barrier and there is a wall up. And I think one thing that the shark talks about is honesty. And so I think that you're going to kind of suss this out pretty quickly. You're going to be like, okay, clearly there's something going on here. Clearly this person is not telling me everything about their past. One big thing that I was hearing, oh my god, it's a whole family of deer. So many deer. Oh dear. Sorry, I just love animals. Anyway, they will be upfront with you about this eventually, but you might have to confront them about it. And I don't think it's that they want to be deceitful to you, because the shark talks about honesty and we have death of the deceitful. So I think that honesty is actually something very important to them, and they're going to want to be completely upfront about that. Even if this is a friend, I feel like they're not going to want to drag you down with their baggage. Or if this is someone that you are dating, they are not going to want to be that person who's like meeting someone new and then talking about their ex, you know. They think that's kind of messed up. But they're very afraid of being manipulated by someone again, because they do have this really, really huge heart, and they're so emotionally intelligent. Honestly, they could be like a life path 11 or a life path 2, because I do think that the dolphin does talk about healing energies, and I think that this person has had to go through a lot of shit in order to start learning how to heal. But one thing that I get is that this person is very protective of the people that they care about, and they're very grounded. So I do think that they could be quite grounded in the 3D, especially if they're financially well off. They could really care about their financial standing, their job, their career, whatever it may be. But they do still have this emotional side to them that is actually quite beautiful. And I think that they are going to connect with you, because I think that you're probably already identifying with the dolphin, if anything, because you probably are emotionally intelligent as well. I feel like this person doesn't open up to people very often, because not a lot of people can understand them on an emotional level. And especially if they identify as a man, they might be really uncomfortable by the idea of being emotionally open, because they might think that it looks less masculine and they don't want to be seen as weak. But I do think that they do have some emotional baggage that they have been working through, and I think it's very important to them that they don't inflict this baggage on you. They want to be better. They want to be good. I just have to show you guys these deer. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna look at those deer. I wish it wasn't focusing on the screen and it was focusing on the deer. Focus on the deer, damn it. Oh, you guys. Look. I could really see you guys bonding over a love of animals, or just being out in wildlife, in nature. But we are going to go ahead and look at how you're going to meet them and how they are going to see you, because this is all about them. So if you think it sounds like you, just know that's literally because you're definitely meant to meet this person for whatever reason, and you guys could be going through similar things when you meet. So I'm already noticing that 2 of Cups is on the bottom of the deck, so and interesting. But we're going to see now, Spirit, how is Pile 1 going to meet this person. How and when, please? Okay, so to start, we have the moon, so it will likely be at nighttime. They could also be a Pisces. We have the world, so maybe you're traveling. Maybe this is some type of celebration, like a graduation or a promotion, something like that. I'm also getting, what is this? I believe this is the Six of Wands. Yes, Six of Swords. Six of Swords. So they definitely, maybe you moved or they moved. We also have strength. And on the back of the deck, we have the 10 of Wands. So the biggest thing that I'm getting here is that I definitely think that one, you could meet this person on something like Tinder. And the only reason I say that is because you know how sometimes when people are on Tinder, they move somewhere new and they're like, oh, I need someone to show me around. So maybe this person could be moving to your part of the world. They could be moving to a new spot. I actually kind of want to move these cards over here. One thing also, they might have like ADD or ADHD or something like that, because they might get distracted easily, which I've found myself doing. But how you're going to meet, so you could also move as well. But I think you're going to meet this person, one, at night, and two, maybe while one of you is working or while one of you is preoccupied with something. Like the biggest thing that I'm getting is they might be, it might just be that energy of you seeing that they're overwhelmed by something, but they're preoccupied by something and they're seeming really tough. And with that strength card coming out, they might have really nice hair or something like that. But they will have that tough exterior, but I almost wonder with the rose in their mouth that they might be a little bit flirty, or they might be making eyes at you all night. This could be like a large gathering, like maybe a party that they're coming to. Maybe they are going to come to like a mutual friend's party and see you that way. But I definitely think that there's going to be this like seeing somebody from across the room moment, or meeting this person at meeting this person online and then meeting up somewhere and seeing them from across the room, something like that. But I definitely think that you both will be nervous, and you're not going to be very sure. And I think the reason why you especially will be nervous is because you're going to sense the blockage. You're going to see that energy of, oh, this person isn't being completely upfront with me. This person could be a Pisces or a Leo. We also have air. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. And the world has all the fixed signs. So that could be, what are the fixed signs? Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. So I think in terms of how you meet them, it's going to vary, but I feel like one of the biggest things is that you both are going to sense the energy of heaviness between the both of you. I think that you might honestly be going through something similar, and I think that you both are in this energy of wanting to move forward from darkness, and I think that you're just going to be very light and very you're not going to want to talk about the difficult stuff. A lot of the difficult stuff is more, you're going to be sensing that, and you're just going to be like curious as to what their secrets are, because you know they're there, but at the same time, I think they're going to be really excited to see you. They're going to be really fun and joyful. It's almost like if you weren't as emotionally intelligent as you are, you would not even be able to tell that they are in a state of anxiety or fear, that there's this energy of them being like, there's this energy of them being burdened by something. Most people wouldn't be able to sense that, but you will, and you're gonna be like, okay, buddy, you're clearly not telling me everything here, because I can tell just by your energy that there's something deeper, something heavier here. But I think that you both are going to be in this stage of clearing out some type of cycle and being ready for like this fresh new start, being ready to move forward. And I think that you both are going to kind of be drawn to each other like magnets, because you're going to be able to almost feel in one another that you both have gone through some like really heavy shit. But I also think you're going to be nervous. You're going to be a bit nervous. You're going to be unsure of how they actually feel about you, because I think it might be hard, especially if they're very physically attractive, which I think that they might be, or at the very least I think they'll be your type. I just heard like strong silent type, but they're definitely that type of person who can compartmentalize things. And so I think that when they are spending time with you the first time, they are not going to want to be like, hey, so here's all my trauma, here's all my baggage, like, nice to meet ya. So I think that it's going to be something that you guys get into later. But now I just kind of want to see what Spirit wants you to know about this connection in general. It does seem like a very significant connection, and I think that it will likely be of the romantic kind, because emotions are being stressed here. Like, I'm just hearing like King of Cups, Queen of Cups energy. So there could definitely be like a psychic connection here. Maybe you've been having dreams about this person and like you don't even know who they are. You haven't even met yet. Especially with that moon card, one thing I can say for sure, like, when you guys meet for the first time, it will be nighttime. And it will be either in some kind of social setting, or you're on a trip, or maybe you even set your Tinder setting. Maybe you just go to another location. Like, you guys could come from two different backgrounds. There's either a closing cycle, or you guys are vastly different, or there's a lot of people around you. I especially think that this person really cares about appearances, in terms of like, they don't want anyone stressing over them or fretting over them. They don't want anyone to be able to catch on to the fact that they might seem sad or anything like that. So, Spirit, what else do you want Pile 1 to know about this connection? Okay, so we have the 7 of Cups. Speaking of dreams, or wait, is that a 9 of Cups? Oh no, this is the 9 of Cups. Never mind. Me and Roman numerals don't get along very well. We also have the 8 of Wands. So I think the spark is going to be here between the both of you immediately. Well, we have the 4 of Wands. So this could possibly be like your person. We also have the 4 of Cups. And on the back of the deck, we have the 5 of Cups. So what I think Spirit wants you to know about this connection is that if you're really sad right now about something or somebody, if the relationship that I was describing your person going through is something that you've been going through, you know, if you've experienced an ending and you've felt like a puppet and like somebody didn't care about you, I feel like Spirit is saying that there are better days ahead, and it is important to be positive. I know that's hard. You can't always be positive, and that can be really challenging sometimes, but Spirit wants to ensure that there are better things coming, and I'm actually being called to say that you can call upon Archangel Michael to cut any unhealthy cords in your life that might be preventing you from moving forward. With this 4 of Cups, you know, if you've been really struggling because you're ready for new love, but you feel like there's no new love coming in, or no one's coming in, I feel like this is a sign that Spirit is saying to just stay open-minded, and, you know, this person might not be the person that you expect right away. I feel like the way you're going to meet this person is different for a lot of you, but with this Four of Wands here, you know, Four of Wands indicates a stable connection, something that can be long-lasting. I mean, this could possibly even be your marriage partner. And with the Nine of Cups, I feel like this person will be a wish come true for you. This is going to be something that you've really been wanting. And in terms of timing, with Swords and Wands are faster, so I feel like this is coming sooner rather than later. But the biggest thing that I'm sensing, sorry guys, my camera stops like every 20 minutes, and so I have to fix it. But you guys are gonna be like, okay, yeah, this is definitely something that both of us want to explore. It honestly seems like, one thing that I'm noting too is that you guys will know how to talk each other out of sadness. Like, I feel like you guys are gonna be each other's hype people. And I think that one thing you will bond over is the fact that you have been disappointed in the past, that you have been treated like crap by people, and you have experienced less than ideal circumstances and less than ideal people. You know, you've been in the rat races for a while, and I think that you both are ready to find someone that you genuinely connect with. And the fact that we have so much fire and water here, I think that this is going to be a very passionate and emotionally satisfying connection where you both feel like you've met your intellectual and emotional equal. So, and on top of that, I mean, I think that you guys are gonna be very physically compatible as well. You know, the first chakra, the root chakra, talks all about someone grounding you, feeling grounded, and I think that this person is gonna kind of be like your rock. And I think this will be someone, you know, that you can always trust to be honest with you. You know, they're not going to manipulate you. They're not going to treat you like a puppet. Overall, I think that this is going to be a beautiful connection for the both of you. And I think that the emotional strength that you both have is going to be something that you connect over. And I think that the support that you give one another is just going to make you both feel even stronger. So I am going to get you guys some advice cards from Spirit and see what they want you to know about this connection coming in and things like that. So, Spirit, what do you want pile 1 to know about this connection? What do they need to know? Okay, so the one that fell off is nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon. I definitely think of this more as Pisces energy, but I think Spirit is saying that the way that this person comes in, I feel like they're saying not to get so focused on the way this person comes in, and also if there are any cords that you need to cut, if there are any people in your life that are not there for your highest good, if you know in your heart that there's somebody in your life right now that doesn't belong and that might be blocking you from living your best life and being your happiest and attracting this kind of beautiful love that you want, that you do have to be aware that things can always change, energy can always change, and if you refuse to let go of something that isn't meant for you or that you feel like doesn't completely satisfy you or give you everything that you deserve, it might delay this connection coming in, or it might change things. You know, everything's always changing all the time. And we also have a win-win outcome is forecast. So I do feel like at the end of the day, you can't really mess this up. And I feel like if you're having a hard time thinking about somebody new coming in or something like that, Spirit is saying not to worry, because like you're gonna be happy with how this happens no matter what. It just might be hard for you to see now how this can be a good thing or this might impact you positively. But on the back of the deck we have it's time to take action, new moon in Aries. So I think that it's time to start standing in your power and recognizing that you are worthy of having beautiful connections in your life that you deserve. And if there's anybody in your life that is not treating you the way you deserve, or if you feel like there's healing that you need to do, it's time to take action towards that so that you can be ready to open yourself up to somebody new and be authentic and honest. And I also am just called to say, I feel like Archangel Michael is really stressing, you can call on him to help you cut any energetic cords, and also to protect you from anybody that is not of your highest good and does not make you feel good. So to finish off, I'm gonna roll this dice. Honestly, I'm gonna roll it 3 times and see what numbers come out. And so the numbers that come out will represent significant numbers for this connection, whether they're angel numbers, whether they're dates, birth dates, whatever it may be. So the first number is 7. The second number is 3, so that's March again, and July. And the third number is 8, so August. So we have 7, 3, and 8. So pile 1, I am going to leave this reading here. I know it was a bit shorter, but I don't have all my cards with me. Thank you guys so much for watching this reading all the way through. If you did, definitely let me know down below in the comments. Is this someone you've already met? Is this a newer connection in your life? Or are you excited to have this person come in? I would love to hear. Thank you guys so much for 50,000 subscribers. That is so insane to me. I wish I could give 50,000 hugs. Definitely leave me a like and subscribe if you haven't, speaking of. And I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching this, and I hope you'll come back and visit me again soon. Bye! Hi there, pile 2. If you guys chose the second cute little shell, I found this on the beach the other day. I thought it was so cute. Look at the inside, if it'll focus. Please focus. Look at how pretty the inside is. Erg. Yeah, isn't that pretty? I love this shell. If you know anything about marine life, you should let me know what kind of creature inhabits these. But we are looking at the new connection coming into your life. So one thing I want to say right off the bat, you might have met this person in the recent past, but this is not somebody that you are supposed to have history with quite yet. And I also want to mention, if this person sounds like you, it is likely that the reason why Spirit brought this person into your life is to teach you things, or because you are going through similar things and on a similar journey, it is likely that this person is going to help teach you things and you teach them things, and so on and so forth. So just to start, your person is being represented by the moth and the lizard. So they could have fire and earth placements. They don't have to. I do feel like no matter what age this person is, they're going to be more inexperienced than you are. I'll kind of get into that in a second, but I'll show you the other cards first. So the other cards representing their energies is number 63, I believe, cast your sacred symbols. And number 54, what is hidden will be revealed. They are also being represented by the energy of indecision, number 8, and the temple path, number 12. And then finally, the last 2 cards representing your person is middle world, between, and winter, reflect, plan. So this is actually a very interesting pile. Our person, pile 2, because I think that you guys, this is not going to be a connection where you guys just click like that. It's going to take some work, and for a lot of you, I actually think that this will be more of a friend more than a romantic relationship. But if it is a romantic relationship, it's definitely one that's going to develop over time, and I think that this person is going to learn a lot from you. The biggest thing is that this person, one issue that this person has is that they're very dreamy. They are very idealistic, and they kind of have this grass is always greener on the other side mentality. And it could be because of their youth. They could still have this mentality. But the one thing that I'm seeing with this moth is that they are going to be drawn to you right away. I think that you're more spiritually evolved than this person, and so I think you're going to be able to suss out more of that immature and experienced energy, and the energy of this person maybe not knowing what they want. This person definitely has a hard time making decisions, and it's possible that when they first meet you, you guys might decide to just be friends, or maybe when it comes time to say, hey, is this going somewhere, they might not know, because I do feel like this person has kind of this energy of always idealizing things and not being able to make solid decisions at times. But the biggest thing is that when you meet this person, they are going to be changing for the better, I might add. With Cast Your Sacred Symbols and the Temple Path, this person is transitioning into more of a spiritual person. So I definitely think this is your pile if you are somebody who is more experienced in spirituality, especially if you're like pagan or practice witchcraft or something like that. I think that this person is going to look to you to help teach them. So for some of you, I can see this person being a more inexperienced witch or like pagan, and maybe if you're interested in those things, they might get tips and learn from you. So I could see it almost for some of you being more of like an apprenticeship of some kind. But for others, I think that you might just simply bond over this spiritual nature. And maybe honestly for some of you, it's possible they might not be spiritual at all when you meet them, but they might respect you so much that they get interested in it and they want to know more about it. It's possible they could have a birthday in winter, or you can meet them in winter. I do think that they can be kind of cold to people when they feel like they're not worth their time anymore, or when they're afraid to open up. But I think that one thing's for sure is that they're going to be drawn to you immediately. Like, they're not going to be cold to you, but they might be kind of a sarcastic asshole. Like, they might, if they don't know much about spiritual stuff, I think that they might be very like, they might be very jokey about it, or act like it's silly or something like that. I feel like they might try to hide their feelings for you. And what's interesting is that I feel like they will eventually show you how they feel about you. If this is just a friend situation, I think that you might not understand why Spirit is bringing this person into your life at first. And I think them as well. But I think that you have a lot of integral lessons for them. And I'm assuming them, you as well, but we are looking at them. And so I think that this is going to be a really interesting situation, you know, because as a general reading, we do have to look at it all differently. But I feel like this is somebody that is going to be in your life for a reason. You are both in each other's lives to help one another evolve spiritually. And it's possible maybe even you guys, like with this Cast Your Sacred Symbols, you know, if you don't practice witchcraft or anything like that, it's possible maybe you guys have the same religion, like Christianity, so maybe you both relate to the cross, or maybe you both relate to, what's in Islam? Is it like that crescent moon and the star? I think. I could be totally wrong. Or it could be something as small as like a sports team, you know, maybe you both like the Dodgers or something, I don't know. There's some kind of common bond between an interest, whether it's a spiritual interest or a sports team or something that you both identify. It could even be like Pizza Hut or Domino's. Like, there's some kind of sacred symbol or logo that you guys are going to have in common. But one thing I think that you both are going to realize about one another and wind up liking about one another is that I think you both really, what's the word I want to use? You both like to open up to people in a more intimate setting, if that makes sense. Like, I think that you're really not going to understand why this person was brought into your life until you have the opportunity to kind of sit one-on-one with them and talk to them on a real level. And I think it's going to be apparent to you that you are more evolved than this person. But it's almost like you're going to see a bit of yourself in them, and you're going to find it kind of endearing and adorable, I think. And you're going to like soften up to them. I think that you might have more of a defense mechanism against them, and I honestly think that this person could possibly mess up in the beginning because they could be so indecisive, because they tend to find the grass greener on the other side. But I think that you will see clearly, and I feel like Spirit's kind of being cryptic with me and not letting me know everything, because for all of you, the lessons are going to be different. The reason why this person in your life is going to be different, and I think that's something that they want you to figure out for yourselves. So this is definitely an interesting energy. I'm excited to look into the tarot now and kind of see what it is that Spirit wants you to know about them. We're going to start by looking at how you are going to meet them. And then we'll see what Spirit wants you to know about them, and then we'll get some advice. And then I will use this cool little dice right here to roll some numbers that are significant to this connection to help you get an idea of who this person might be, when they might be coming, things like that. So let's see, starting off, how are you going to meet this person? So Spirit, how is pile 2 going to meet this mothy lizard? How are they going to come into pile 2's life? I think I mentioned this in the first pile as well. This could be someone you met recently. It's just not somebody that you're supposed to have history with. Okay, these 3 cards are coming out, and Spirit wants me to take them, so I'm going to take them. So we have the Magician in reverse. Okay, well, not. Do you want to be upright or reverse? Okay, it wants to be upright. We have the Hierophant in reverse, the 5 of Swords in reverse. We have the Knight of Cups upright, and on the back of the deck we have the Star. This is really interesting. Okay. So for some of you, you're going to meet this person on a date. Like you might meet them online, and you might go out with them on a date. Or with the Magician here, maybe you'll meet in some kind of like online group dedicated to spirituality or to witchcraft. I feel like the way that you meet them, because we have the Hierophant in reverse, it's going to be in a very unconventional way, like maybe a chance meeting. For some reason with the 5 of Swords here, like I could almost even see you meeting this person in a bar or like in a restaurant, like where you're on a night when you're like your favorite sports team loses. I don't know why I'm getting that, but that is a specific message for some of you. This person might seem, I think this makes sense. With this Winter card, this person might, when you meet them, might seem like really down on their luck or kind of like a Debbie Downer, but at the same time, I think they're going to show their interest for you like right away. In terms of when you meet this person, it could be during Aquarius season, because we do have the Star here. It could also be during May with the Hierophant, but I do feel like you're manifesting this person whether you realize it or not. And I think that this person is somebody that's literally just like meant to be in your life, whether for a long time or for a little bit of time, because they have some integral purpose in your life. I almost feel like you might meet them. You know, Aquarius is all about individuality and humanitarianism, so maybe you meet them through some humanitarian endeavor, like maybe you meet them at a protest or in some kind of group. I'm also hearing like college activist group or just activist group in general, some type of community center or something like that. I even just heard like a hospital. Like, I hope you guys aren't sick or anything. Maybe it's just like like outpatient treatment, like group therapy even, which there's no shame in doing any of that. I do want to say I'm very pro like mental health and getting help for those things. So maybe you guys will bond over that, you know. Maybe you both have been betrayed in the past by people, and that's one thing you're going to bond over. Even yoga, I just heard with that Hierophant, it could be something like yoga retreat. I do think that the common bond is going to be something very peculiar that you both have an interest in, with like cast your sacred symbols coming out earlier. You both are going to have an interest in something, and I think you are manifesting one another. Maybe you meet at a magic show for some of you. But I think the feelings for one another, I think that this person is going to be, maybe come on a little strong with that Knight of Cups and that Moth energy, because like I said, they could be cold to most people, but they're not going to be cold to you. Like with this Knight of Cups energy, I just almost feel like you're going to be kind of hesitant to accept them, hesitant to kind of let them in. You might be kind of cold and might almost feel like they're going to, that they might just lay on the charm for everyone. But with the Star here, I think that the thing, like, you guys might be very different or just might be at different places in life, but the common uniter is going to be something that you both feel passionately about, and that might be how you meet. I could definitely see this being an online type of meeting or something like that, especially just in the age of COVID, or Miss Rona, I should say. Yeah, hate her. But it definitely, this relationship is going to be unconventional. No matter how you slice it or dice it, it's going to be a bit different. But I think that maybe this is something that you've been wanting, but I think it's coming in a package that you weren't expecting. Like, I feel like it's something you've been manifesting, but not in the way that you've been expecting. And I think at first you're going to kind of question Spirit, like, really? Like, this is it? Like, this is what this is what I'm manifesting? But I feel like Spirit is saying, trust me, like, you will understand why this person came into your life. If not immediately, later. But let's see what Spirit wants you to know about this person. So, Spirit, what do you want Pile 2 to know about this connection? What is important for them to know at this time? Okay, we have the Queen of Swords. We have the King of Swords. Okay. Hello, counterparts. We have the Nine of Pentacles. The Three of Wands. And on the back of the deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So I'm actually getting a very interesting message from this. For some of you, this person is definitely a friend, and I think that they might be integral in helping you find your counterpart or bringing you closer to your counterpart, if that makes sense. But otherwise, I think that this is a connection where you both are going to grow and view each other as equals. I almost want to like switch you guys so that you're looking at one another. I think what's very interesting is that I think that you both are going to open each other's eyes to things that you didn't see before. You're going to have different perspectives on life. And I think actually I'm going to switch these back now because I want them looking at each other. One interesting thing is that you guys are going to both maintain independence within your connection. Like, you're going to feel like your own person. And I think that this connection could actually be very helpful in terms of monetary investments. Like, maybe you guys actually work together, because we also have the Eight of Pentacles here. So maybe you guys will start a business together. Definitely if it's a friend thing or a lovers, you guys could start a business, work in the same place, end up working in the same place. But I'm definitely feeling with this Queen of Swords and this King of Swords, it's kind of like one of those relationships or connections where things start out a little rough. Like, you guys might not meet eye to eye and you guys might be kind of cold to one another. But I think that at a point, like, you guys might go through enough things, or you might sit down with one another and talk to each other on a real level, and you're gonna be like, oh, hey, maybe we're not that different. And you're gonna be like, yeah, we're not that different. Like, I guess we can be friends, or I guess we can be more. Like, I think you guys are gonna understand over time, like, why this person was meant to be in your life. There could be, like, distance here at some point, because I could almost see this person. I think that you, the viewer, have more of a, if you're not choosing me, then I don't want you. And this person might not choose you right away because they might be too immature and they might have that grass is greener energy. And so there might be some time apart where you explore. But I think that overall, this person is meant to broaden your horizons. They are meant to help you improve in your career in some way, or guide you in your career in some way. And I think that you're going to be feeling a lot more confident and assured in yourself after meeting this person, or after this connection progresses. So this person either is your counterpart, someone who will grow to be your counterpart, or who is someone who will help you meet your intellectual counterparts, because I think that you guys are going to have really good rapport and really good banter with one another. It just might take some time to reach that point. But there's definitely heavy air energy here. And I think that, you know, with this moth here, you know, this is like the first card in the air signs of the animals. And so I think that your intelligence and your knowledge is going to be something that helps them mature and grow. And they're going to really respect you for that. I also think, oh, are you not focused? Please focus. Oh, well, it'll reset in like 52 seconds, so I'll fix it then. You both are going to broaden one another's horizons with this Three of Wands, and I think that no matter how this connection ends up, I think that you are going to be wiser for experiencing it. You both might honestly date for a time or be together for a time and go your separate ways, but I think that you guys are going to gain a lot of intelligence and a lot of understanding. For some of you, for all of you, the level of importance of this person is going to differ. And I think that this person might be really flirty with you, you know, because we had that Knight of Cups in the beginning, but I think they're going to realize very quickly how serious you are, like just a serious person and like a really just top tier person. So they're gonna know that, like, you're not gonna put up with their bullshit, and you're not gonna put up with their bullshit. I guess I just needed to reiterate that twice. But if this is a connection that is lasting, Spirit is saying that you both are definitely gonna have to put in the work to make it that way. But this person is going to be a blessing in disguise. That is the biggest thing that I'm hearing. And for some of you, it will be a friend that helps you meet your counterpart. For others, it will be a romantic connection that teaches you a lot but maybe doesn't last very long. And for others, it's a connection where you both don't vibe at first, or like this person is really interested in you and like kind of hot and cold, and you're like, okay, I don't want anything to do with that. And then they might realize that they messed up and they want to come back and really work on this. It's not going to be the easiest connection in the world, and you're not going to just vibe like immediately. But this person is going to respect you, and they are going to have a lot of I think I just said respect, a lot of admiration for who you are, and this connection is going to help you grow and help you understand what it is you will or will not tolerate. So in terms of meeting this person, like when you might meet them, I think I already said Aquarius season or Taurus season. I can honestly see this being a connection where it starts out romantic and then you guys actually just decide that you want to be friends, or you want to keep it more like casual. The biggest thing that I see is that this person will grow to be your intellectual equal in some way, or will help you meet your intellectual equal. So let's get you some advice cards now and see what Spirit wants you to know about this connection. I think the coolest thing is that This person definitely might help you in terms of business, or they might help you make more money. But I think you'll feel a lot more secure in your independence. This person comes with much needed challenges that will help you grow and better yourself as a person. So, Spirit, what advice do you have for pile 2 when it comes to this connection? What do you need pile 2 to know? Okay. So we just had 2 that fell on my arm. The first one is be bold and make the first move. Is that focusing? Please focus. Well, hopefully you can see that. And this is a cardinal moon. So maybe if you've been thinking about moving, this is your sign to do so. Or maybe if you want something more, like if this person, maybe you've already known this person and they did mess up, maybe Spirit is saying that it's time for you to make that first move. But maybe I almost feel like when it comes to being bold and making the first move, that's going to differ for all of you. So trust your gut with what that means, because I almost wonder if for some of you it has nothing to do with this connection and actually has more to do with something in your life. But we also have a time for healing, balsamic moon. So I think the Spirit is asking you to focus on your healing and focus on your spiritual and personal development, because that is what's going to help bring this person in and also give you more awareness about who you are and what you're here to do. And on the back of the deck, we have your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. So I think that's interesting because we do have Taurus with the Hierophant as well, and we have all these pentacles here. So I do think that one thing this person might really help you with is finding a practical plan for your dreams, especially if they have something to do with your career or something that you are wanting to achieve, or a person that you're wanting to manifest. Spirit is saying, you know, you got to do that work. But now I'm going to roll this dice, and I'm going to roll it 3 times and list off the numbers. So the numbers that I list off will have some kind of significance to this connection, whether it's birth dates, months, phone numbers, addresses. It could be literally anything. Whatever it may be, angel numbers. This is significant numbers in this connection and signs that this person is near, or this has something to do with this person. So the first number is 16. The second number is 11, and the third number is 6. So you got 16, 11, and 6. So pile 2, I'm going to leave this reading here. I know it was a bit scrambled, so I hope it made sense, and I hope that if it didn't make any sense, it will make sense eventually. Thank you guys so much for 50,000 subscribers. I wish I could give all of you 50,000 hugs, even if it meant my arms would fall off. But if you have not subscribed to me, definitely go ahead and press that like button and that subscribe button if you would like to see more readings like this from me in the future, and you would like to follow along on my tarot journey and get more readings from me. Definitely let me know down in the comments, you know, is this somebody that you already know? Is this somebody that you're not psyched about meeting? Because I almost feel like for some of you, you're like not vibing with the idea of this person coming in. But like I keep saying, it's a blessing in disguise, and you'll understand later. But I think that's all I have to say. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever it is that you're watching this. And I hope you'll come back and visit me again soon. Bye! Hi there, pile 3. If you guys chose this cute little shell, the third cute little shell, and the Rider-Waite Tarot, this is going to be a reading about the new connection coming into your life. Now, I'm going to say right off the bat, if there is any pile where I'm like, please watch all of this, please watch all of this. This is an important reading for you guys. So I'm going to start by showing you kind of who this person is and what they're going to be like. So to start, they are being represented by the octopus and the earthworm. So they could have earth placements or water placements or both. They are also being represented by ripe fruits, and which is number 33, and then the sheep who wandered and found a different shepherd. We also have the energy of deceit and rest and rejuvenation. And then finally, you guys got 3 of these cards. So the first one is Crystal, Soul Support. The second is Signs, Discernment. And the third is Air, Intellect. So, pile 3. This person that is coming into your life, Spirit is telling me about this person specifically because this person is going to be a test and they want you to pass it. Whether this is a friendly connection or a romantic connection, this is going to be a test of your judgment. Now, there's no way for you to fail this test. You're not going to fail it, because no matter what, whether you choose to allow this person into your life and go the course of it, you're going to learn those lessons. So, or you will meet this person and decide that you do not want them in your life, and you will pass that way because you will know that you dodged a bullet, essentially. But I don't even think it's a bullet, because here's the thing. So this person, I think, really comes off as shy and quiet and kind of flies under the radar. But the octopus here is very important, because the octopus talks about somebody who lacks boundaries and can be well-intended, because I do think that this person isn't like inherently malicious or evil or anything like that, but I do think that they lack boundaries. They also maybe have trouble with clinginess. They might be kind of clingy, and they have good intentions but often find themselves intertwined in messy relationships. And so I think that when you first meet them, they are going to put their best face on, essentially. And I think one of the biggest things that Spirit is telling me with ripe fruits and the sheep who wandered and found a different shepherd is that this person is really yearning for love. They want love, whether it's like friendship love or romantic love. And I think they are going to try to pass themselves off as very shy and very innocent, but they're actually a lot smarter than they put out there. They are not going to want you to know the level of their intelligence, but Spirit is saying that you are protected. No matter what you go through with this person, you are going to be protected. And if you have any crystals that you use specifically for protection, to utilize those. I'm hearing specifically amethyst and black tourmaline. Those could be really good stones for you. I also would say maybe clear quartz to help you get clarity. But with this rest and rejuvenation, I do feel like this is going to be someone that will want to hang out with you one-on-one, and will like to kind of hang out with you like in one of your homes. Like they're the type of person who's just gonna want to chill, hang out, talk. Like they're not gonna be the type of person who wants to go out all the time and be in the public eye. I do think that this person lacks a lot of confidence and they are more introverted, but I do think that you have a strong soul and a strong spirit, and with this ripe fruits, I think this person is going to be drawn to you because of your energy. And I think it's taken you guys, pile 3, the viewer, a long time to get into this energy. And So this is kind of like, I feel like if you've struggled in the past to maintain boundaries with people, you know, especially if you have people pleasing tendencies, or you struggle to assert boundaries with others and say no to things, or especially if you're the type of person who will kind of allow people into your life because they seem to be interested in you, but then you realize you don't even stop to ask yourself, are you interested in them? I feel like this person is going to start off as very shy and very hesitant, but they're actually very smart, and I think they will want to cling to your energy because you will seem to be like a very calming presence, a very nurturing presence, like somebody that will take care of them, or somebody that they can feel safe to fall in love with. But I think they're gonna be on their best behavior at first, but once they kind of have you where they want you, I don't want to make this person sound like this evil like monster or anything. They're not evil, they're not a monster. It's just that they have emotional issues that they need to work through, and they're not really working through them. They're just kind of the type of person who, rather than working on their own issues, serial dater is like one thing that I'm hearing, but they kind of look to others to be their savior. And with this rest and rejuvenation, I do feel like they also might have the tendency to be like a bit manipulative with like the silent treatment and stuff like that after you've known them for a while. But they are going to be the type of person that is more, they don't let on their true self in the beginning, and I think that they will kind of continue to be on their best behavior until they feel like you're involved enough and you're not going anywhere, and then I think they're going to be their truest self, which is kind of clingy, kind of manipulative, and I feel like especially if you're in a successful place, or you are just more assertive and have like your own life and stuff, they're going to, like, I'm kind of hearing like a bit of a mooch, like they're gonna want to mooch off of your energy. I know this isn't a very exciting thing to hear about, but I think that a reading like this and hearing about a person like this is so essential, because you could be preventing yourself from a lot of heartache, a lot of hurt feelings, and I don't think any time is ever wasted. Like, even if you let this person in, and even if you allow this relationship to run its course, it's not going to, you're not going to be a failure, you're not going to fail the test. It's just kind of Spirit's way of seeing, okay, how much have you learned? And it's like, if you've learned, you'll notice the signs and you'll be discerning right away and not let this person in. But if you don't, then it's just going to be a lesson about trusting your intuition and trusting your intellect. I feel like you will know right away, or you might not. I feel like for a lot of you, you might get an idea right away, but you have no reason to feel that way about this person. And so you're going to be like, okay, well, I should give them at least a chance first. And I think that's kind of how they're going to disarm you. So my biggest advice is to trust your initial gut feelings about this person, and not what people say about this person. I think that's the biggest thing. Trust what your gut says, not what the people around you say. That's important. So discernment is going to be very, I just dropped the card. Well, I was going to show you that, but discernment is going to be very important. I think crows could be a significant part of this connection. Damn, where'd that card go? Oh, here it is. Discernment. So crows could be a sign. And maybe they're just more negative. I think that would be a sign as well, if they're like, you know, like emo Edgar Allan Poe. Sorry if you can see my belly. Kind of like that Nevermore energy. Kind of a Debbie Downer energy at times, and maybe they don't show that at first, but I do think that they could be a bit of that. But I want to reiterate that I really don't think this person is like evil or bad. I just think that they are kind of looking to you to be a savior, and it's not your job or responsibility to save this person. And I think that they will drain your energy more than anything. So And I think that it could be a well-intending relationship. It could just, I saw back the deck. It could just be a very messy relationship. Like, I would not trust this person with like deep, dark secrets or anything like that. I think that they could weaponize things of that nature. And I just think it's important you guys know about this connection before it comes in, so that at the very least you guys can be aware of if you have gut feelings about this person, you might be able to say right away, okay, no, this person is not right for me. But let me see how you're going to meet this person so that you can have a better idea. You might have met this person recently, because this isn't somebody you have history with. So this is somebody that you could have met recently, or you have a history with, or that you don't have history with, but you're meeting in the future. Sorry. Okay, so Spirit, how is pile 3 going to meet this person? What can you tell us about this connection? I want to take this card. So the 3 of Pentacles, so you could meet them through work or through school. Let's see what else. We have Justice, so they could be a Libra, or you could meet them during Libra season. You could meet them law school, like, let me just keep going. We have the 6 of Swords. We have the 9 of Pentacles. And on the back of the deck, we have the 9 of Swords. So I think the way that you're going to meet this person, I feel like it's interesting we have the 6 of Swords again, because I almost feel like they are going to be moving to your area, or you might be moving to a new area, and you might not know many people yet. This could be somebody that you meet through like courts, or like law could be involved. I'm sorry, my family just got home, so if you hear noise in the background, that's just them. This person is going to seem very fair and balanced at first. I do think it's likely that you will meet them through work or maybe some kind of project. I'm hearing like art, like maybe you might meet them in like an art class or something like that. But this also might be long distance. So I want to say that as well. You might meet them through like online dating, or through like a group where maybe you both have the same career or are interested in the same things. Maybe you both are going through similar, maybe legal issues, or you're just interested in law or activism of some kind. But I really feel like this 9 of Pentacles represents you. And I feel like this person is going to see how secure in yourself you are, and how assured you just, even if you don't feel like you seem that way, this is how this person is going to perceive you. And they're going to see you as somebody very intelligent and very smart, and it honestly, all of this is complementary. They're going to be really impressed by you. They're really going to be interested in your energy, and they're going to want to be around your energy, because when you have a lot of light, when you have such a strong spirit, and when you've been through a lot, it's very easy to have, lower vibrational people, or people that don't have their problems figured out. Those types of people gravitate towards people like you, because they think that if you have your life figured out, or they perceive you to have your life figured out, then you might be able to solve their problems. But with the 9 of Swords being on the back of the deck energy, I feel like one thing that will help you trust your judgment is, I think that this person will make you anxious in some way. And you might feel like you have no reason to feel anxiety about this person. You might even get warnings in your dreams, especially if you're clairvoyant or typically have really vivid dreams. I could also even see this person hitting you up a lot at night, like, especially if you continue to talk to them and it's like later, like they might start blowing up your phone and like trying to communicate with you. I I can see though, I almost do wonder if this is like long distance, or this person might be in a position where they don't know a lot of people. And like I do want to reiterate, I don't think this person is a bad person. I just think they're not a good person to open your heart to, because I think that they will drain you a little bit and kind of bring you down when you've already done so much work and you deserve to be lifted up. But I think that work or collaborating with them in some ways, how you'll meet them, whether it's school, whether it's your job, or it's online in some way about and if it's online, like it could be through like a group where you guys do similar things. You could meet them during Libra season, so that would be a bit of a ways. So you might want to save this reading if you come across it. But with air here, this person could be coming in sooner rather than later. I will be rolling dice later to see any significant numbers, so that could give us some insight on who this person is, or like signs that this person is nearby. But I am going to get some more information and kind of see what Spirit wants you to know about this connection. So Spirit, what can you tell pile 3 about this connection? What do they need to know? Okay, well, this one is coming out. So we have the Ace of Wands. We have the Hierophant. We have the 9 of Cups. We have the Queen of Wands. And on the back of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So I actually really like this message because this is talking a lot about you. And the biggest message that I'm hearing is that this person is part of your spiritual path. And while that might be frustrating to hear, there is something better coming. So if you feel like you're settling for this person, or like you should let this person in, just know that like there's something much better coming. Having the Wheel of Fortune on the back of the deck shows me that there are definitely better days for you and better people coming into your life. And I feel like, look at the similarities between the 9 of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is 100% you. And I feel like Spirit is saying that the reason why you attract people like this is because of how magnetic, how fiery, witty, intelligent, and assured you are. I also think you're very creative. And I think that one thing is that if you create art, or if you have like an Etsy shop, or you're an artist of some kind, this person is going to be really jealous of that. And it's not like they're going to try to sabotage you or anything, but I think they're going to hope, sorry if you heard my hip hop, they're going to hope that your good luck will rub off on them. But what they don't understand is that it's not luck, it's hard work, it's talent, it's creativity. This person is not as creative as you are, but they're going to hope that your creativity will rub off on them. And I think that Spirit is also saying that aces are all about opportunities. And when I think of wands, I think of, it is a more masculine energy. And I think what Spirit is saying is that you hold the power in this connection. So you have the ability to allow this person in or deny them and say, no, I don't want to do this. I also think with the Hierophant here, this is Taurus energy. I think Spirit is telling you to stand strong in what your gut says and be stubborn about it. Even if people are like, why do you act that way around them? Or like, why won't you let them in? You don't have to explain yourself to anybody. You just be who you are. And also what Spirit is saying is that, one, this person is not your 9 of Cups, but it's also not your job to make this person happy, to make this person, it's not your job to fix them. That's what they want you to know. You need to be strong. Like, I love how, like, he has his arms crossed when he's sitting in front of his cups, because, he's assured in himself and he knows what he wants. And I think that is for you guys, and this person is not what you want. And I feel like this person is the type of person who can kind of maybe guilt trip a little bit, and you might pity this person, and because of that let them in a little bit. But I think Spirit is saying, that you can trust what your gut says. This person isn't really going to add much to your life. Your wish come true type of person is out there, or that ideal friend is out there, but it's certainly not them. And it's not your job to make this person happy. The only person's happiness that you need to worry about is your own. And this person is literally just here to test you spiritually, to test your abilities to discern. And I think that you're going to know pretty quickly whether you want to accept this opportunity or not. But I want to stress again that even if this person comes in and you decide that you do want to explore things with them and you do want to see what happens here, you are not a failure and you didn't fail a test or anything. It's going to be different for all of you. But sometimes we have to repeat lessons in order to truly learn them, and there might be valuable lessons in this connection that you may need to learn from this person. So, like, cause I just don't want you guys to be scared or feel like, you know, this person's gonna come in and ruin your life or anything like that. Like, no, like, for a lot of you, it's more gonna be like a nuisance than anything. And I think a lot of you, if you just maintain firm boundaries and really don't give them anything to work with, like let's say if they come in, you work with them, and they come in and they're like, oh, you know, Martha's shoes look like shit. Like, I can't believe she would wear those shoes. Like, those shoes suck. And you think that Martha's shoes are really fugly, but, like, you're not going to say that because, one, that's not very nice. And, like, if they make Martha happy and Martha likes those shoes, then she has every right to wear them. And you might, like, want to be like, yeah, like, I would never wear those shoes. But in that case, you would want to be like, oh, I didn't even notice, like, or just be like, oh, I mean, I think they're fine, or just, like, even if, because I can even see this person being the type of person to want to, like, stir up shit just to see things happen, because they might be bored or something, so they could be like, oh, Martha said that your big toe was ugly, and you might be like, what the fuck, Martha? Like, why would you say that about my big toe? And so then you might get mad and be like, yeah, well, Martha, like, she hit on the mailman the other day. And so then that person might get something real to work with, and they might go to Martha and think, Martha, Pile 3 told me that you were flirting with the mailman. And then Martha might fire back with, oh yeah, well, Pile 3 did this. And I know this got way too in depth, but what I'm saying is that this person might like to stir up a bit of shit, and so don't give them anything to work with. Just be like, if they're like, oh, you know, like, what's going on with your weekend? Like, what'd you do over the weekend? Like, if they talk about this grand weekend they had with, like, attractive people or, like, crazy parties and stuff, just be like, oh, I just chilled at home. I just did this, or I just did that. Don't give them anything to work with, because I think that they are going to appear very innocent to a lot of people, and I think it is going to be apparent to you right away that this person is not what they seem, and that they are a lot smarter than they appear, and they could be a bit of an energy vampire. I'm also noticing a lot of 9s. You have 3 9s in your spread. The only 9 that you're missing is the 9 of Wands, and thinking about the 9 of Wands, that's kind of that energy. Let me find the 9 of Wands. You know, the guy in the 9 of Wands looks really exhausted, and so I think that this person could really test your patience or test your ability to not tell a bitch off, because I do think that, especially if this is a friend connection and not a romantic connection, I feel like this is somebody who would want to glom onto you in a friend way. Okay, yeah, here's the 9 of Wands. Like, you're just gonna be like, man, like, this person is gonna be exhausting. So the biggest thing that I will say is pay attention to how you feel around this person. Trust your gut feelings. Obviously, don't be mean to anyone or rude, but just don't give them anything to work with, and don't tell them anything about your personal life that you don't want, that you wouldn't be okay with everyone else in your circle knowing, because I do think they have some loose lips, and I do think they like to stir some shit, even if it's not true. So I'm going to get you guys some advice cards now and see what Spirit wants you to know about this connection, and the advice in terms of when maybe they'll come in. So, Spirit, what advice do you have for pile 3 when it comes to this connection? So the first card we have is You Are Good Enough, full moon in Virgo. So I think the thing that Spirit is saying most importantly is that this is totally like 9 of Pentacles energy. You are so much more evolved than you realize, and you are so much stronger than you realize. And even if everybody likes this person, you don't have to. You can trust your gut, and you will know if you feel drained after being around this person, if you feel kind of like afraid of what they might say, or you just feel like there's more to the story than they're letting on. I think there's validity in that. We also have a time for healing. So especially if this is a romantic connection, I think Spirit is stressing that it is really important for you to focus on your healing right now and focus on your 9 of Cups and on your wish fulfillment, because I think that this person could, like, you know, the octopus talks about well-intended but messy relationships, and I do think that this person has some emotional issues that they need to work on, and they could hurt you, and I don't want you to get hurt, and I don't want you to get caught in the crossfire of that stuff. So just be aware that your healing, your happiness comes first, and do not allow someone to use manipulative tactics or seem really down on their luck to convince you that they need more help than you do. Always choose yourself first. That is like what I'm saying. Promise me, promise ASO, you will choose yourself first and choose what your gut says, because your gut is right. And look what we have on the back of the deck. Nothing will come of this situation, void, of course, moon. So Spirit is really stressing me. Oh, look, and look what's underneath that. What do you need to release? So I promise you, I would not give you a warning like this if I did not fully believe that this person is just does not have your best interests at heart, and honestly is more of just kind of a low vibrational energy that is going to bring you down and going to test you, but will also it will help you exercise your discernment. And I think you'll either, no matter what decision you make, just know that you can do no wrong. Everything will be okay. You are protected, and you can call on your angels. Wear protective crystals, especially black crystals like obsidian or black tourmaline, to kind of help you protect your energy, because I do feel like this person is a bit of an energy vampire. And I do want to stress, like I keep saying, they're not an evil person, but I do think they're a very wounded person, and I think that they feel a lot of lack within themselves, and as a result they feel the need to bring others down, especially people like you who seem to have their shit together and are really awesome and creative, and a lot of people love them. You know, instead of trying to match you at your level, this is actually what's called leveling. Some people would rather try to bring you down to theirs than match you at yours, and so that just kind of shows the type of person that they are, and that they're not worth your time, and that, you know, you are so wonderful and this person does not have any bearing on your worth. But let me get you some numbers. So these could be addresses, phone numbers, dates, birth dates, whatever it may be, times when you might meet them. That could help be a sign of whether this, like, who this person is, like when they're coming in or anything like that. So the first number is 9. Which we got a lot of 9s, so that makes sense. The second number is 18, and the third number is 16. So 9, 18, 16 are your numbers. So pile 3, I'm going to leave this reading here. Thank you guys so much for watching this all the way through if you did. I know this probably wasn't the most exciting reading to hear about, but I think these are the most important readings that I do, because if I can prevent you guys from not being affected by somebody who's not going to be for your highest good. I will. I want the best for all of you, and I don't want you to be brought down by anybody negative or that doesn't have your best interests at heart. So if you know who this is or you are prepared for this person, definitely let me know down in the comments. You know, maybe you guys can share tips with one another of how to kind of protect yourself from those energies. Definitely leave me a like and subscribe if you haven't. Thank you guys so much for 50,000 subscribers, by the way. I wish I could give each and every one of you a hug, even though my arms might fall off after 50,000 hugs. But I am wishing you guys all the best. I hope you enjoyed this reading, or at the very least, heed what this reading told you, because I feel pretty confident in saying these things. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever it is that you're watching this, and I hope you'll come back and visit me again soon. Bye!